This is that point down where we go between 3 kilometres to go and 2. It's protected, so the wind is not the same impact, and I think there's a regathering behind them. In fact, the gap is starting to close, and here are those that are hyper motivated to actually close it. Here we go, Dan.
Yeah, here we go, about 400 metres to go. Now Nathan Haas tries to spring a surprise. That's going to be very difficult to do, given the headwind that they're experiencing at the moment.
Has he managed to do so? He's going for it, big dig.
Max Richesi straight on the back wheel of Nathan Haas. He brings the Australian back to Team Dimension Dayton. Zolo is in 3rd place. They've got to leave the sprint late though.
They have, and they're opening up the centre, and Ewan opens up as well. Gaviria, he's going for this one. It's going to be him. He's got the backup. He's got the win. Oh, he's taken it on the day. But look at the gaps. It's down to the wind and quality work by Quick Step Floors, and boy, is that important for them. What a day. What a day, Dan.
Wow, what a win for Fernando Gaviria.
Now, Andre Greipel, I think, is going to be used as in the caboose will be Caleb Ewan. He's decided to stick with him. 700 metres to go, and they're lighting it up. Lotto Sedal here, but don't want to lead out anybody else. Quick Step Floor suddenly come into the frame here. Gaviria's hyper confident. He wants this. He wants it more than potentially anybody else. Modulo's in the frame as well. And finally, they're moving over to the centre of the road. And here come Bora Hansgrohe. Well, they've got the confidence now. Can they possibly deliver this? Is it all too soon? 250 metres to go. And here he comes, Quick Step Floors. Gaviria still hasn't gone for it. Caleb Ewan's in a good place as well. They're mixing all over the place. And Greipel goes over to the other side of the road. Here comes Greipel in the Chiclaman jersey. Has he got the strength on the right? Oh, look at Mareshko as well. Oh, brilliant work, Gaviria. Oh my goodness, what a day it has been. And what an approach that was. A big old drag as we got there. Finally boxing it throughout this run-in, Dan. What a finish.
Well, Quick Step Floors got that perfectly. Both Caleb Ewan and Andre Greipel found themselves 2 fouled down the order with 400-500 metres to go, whilst Fernando Gaviria used the lead out of his teammate, but also that of Bora Hansgrohe. And what a few days it's been for the Quick Step Floors squad.
There's your Flamme Rouge. Big drive coming up right now. Oh, look at this. We've got a double curve as well. And you see the UAE. Modulo's in the frame. So's Roberto Ferrari. They're unwinding. There's a couple of gentle curves, but nothing too serious. And now the line beckons.
Yeah, one just underneath the Flamme Rouge, marking 1 kilometre to go. Greipel being brought up at a tremendous pace by his teammate, who in fact finds himself off the front now. Zupa's been caught. We've got a big bunch sprint on our hands after 229 kilometres remaining.
Jesper Stuyven getting in the way here of very animated Gaviria. There he is. Gaviria's looking very good, very strong. He's still got players around him. Look at this. Well, they're shedding all over the place personnel. Gaviria's getting the ultimate lead in here, I believe, by Quick Step Floors, but don't count out Bora. Where indeed is Ferrari just trying to wrestle it as well as in Modulo. We'll see in a moment. Oh, it had to be. It had to be. Oh, never ever doubt. Gaviria in the Chiclamino jersey comes across the line and adds to his credence and indeed his status as the leader in the points competition. What an effort that was. Mareshko from Willia Triestina comes across the line in 2nd place. Good effort by him to try and bring some joy to Italian sprinting. Mareshko ahead of Bennett, and indeed Phil Bauhaus rounding out the top 4 for Team Sunweb. Here comes Gaviria, starting to sort himself out. There's the Cyclamen jersey, and there goes Lotto with Andre Greipel, bottom left of your screen. They're coming up, great helicopter shot. Sam Bennett's got more firepower though, and Ewan's on his own by the looks of things. So we ask ourselves, where's Mareshko? Here's your Flamme Rouge, last kilometre then. The final bend in the road doesn't unwind until about 300 metres to go. They're nearly there, 600 metres remaining until that last of the curves. Oh, they're still sorting themselves out, but dead centre, looking very clever. Bora Hansgrohe at the moment. Andre Greipel's in a bit of a mess. He's lost his lead-out train. He's mixed in, of course, on this rise with Quick Step Floors at the moment. It's every man for himself, I think. Staying on Greipel's wheel is Gaviria at the moment. Sam Bennett's boys have led out from an awful long way, and still it's starting to fracture. Just coming up to the crest now.
Looks like Postelberger trying to do the same thing that he did on the very first day of this race, but Max Richesi straight onto him. This This is the left-hander though. From this point onwards, it's going to be mainly downhill, and I don't think we're going to see anyone outside the top 10 able to come towards the finish. It's going to be incredibly fast now, last 300 metres.
Sabaga pushes on, Ewan's in the frame here. I can tell you can't see it because of the shoulders involved as well. Here goes Sam Bennett, he's had a big hole punch in the air. Ewan's been hampered here and he's been taken to the barriers. It's opening up dead centre. This is going to be a phenomenal win. What about that? Gaviria gets it up the line. Sorry for the fake pictures there, but the man in the Tinklerman jersey comes through at exactly the right moment. Gaviria delivers.
4 stage wins in his first Grand Tour. What a phenomenon 22-year-old Fernando Gaviria is. That was one of the most hectic sprint finishes that we've had at this year's race, and with that downhill it was going to be very difficult for anybody to come from behind and take the stage victory, but that is exactly what he did.
Here we go again, 700 metres to go. Christoph, the European champion, has suddenly appeared as well. Cavendish is still in a good position, as is Michael Matthews. It's now Yves Lampard, the Belgian champion, up the front, trying to lead this out. Lampard is there at the front. Richier's is primed to launch Gaviria, who is looking very good. Degenkolb moving up to the front as well. They're doing a brilliant job for him. It's Turns trying to put in Degenkolb in the right-hand side, and the sprint's about to be launched. Here we go then, Gaviria on the left-hand side, just waiting behind Max Richier's and ready to go. Sagan is there, Christoph as well. Cavendish at the moment is out of it. Groenewegen on the left-hand side, but here comes Kittel as well. It's Gaviria there at the front. Gaviria, it will be Fernando Gaviria on debut.
A kilometre to go, and just that little bit too short for the breakaway, and we can see there it's just setting up for this big match sprint here. Dead straight all the way to the finish here as we go through the Flamme Rouge.
Here we go then, heads up and get your focus where it needs to be. Tamar makes the first break for it, he's getting on the back of Dimension Data. There goes Christoph, pushes out to the middle of the line. Gaviria staying on Christoph's line. Here comes John Degenkolb trying to find some space, trying to get where, and he's mixed in at the moment with Dimension Data. And there goes Gaviria in the blue on the barriers. Oh, blocked in is Sagan, so is Greipel. He's not going to be a part of this, and it's going to be Gaviria shortly towards the line. Sagan stalking just for the time being in the green jersey. Big pickup dead centre. Who's going to have what it takes when it needs to happen? And it's right now. Gaviria is there. It looks like he's not going to be headed, but Sagan's going to try in the green jersey. So is Degenkolb. It's going to be Mark Cavendish as well, hopefully for a top 5. There goes Greipel in the red dead centre. Greipel versus Gaviria with Sagan, and Degenkolb on hand. Degenkolb in the white, Sagan in the green, but it's the gorilla at the moment, and he's going to hit the front. Has he got the power to hold off it again? Sagan goes to the goal. It's a photo finish. Greipel offers up an oath, and it's not a pleasant one. It's between Gaviria and Sagan at the line.
Yes, Gaviria had a perfect lead out, and we can see Sagan just coming in the slipstream of Greipel, and he's coming very, very quickly there.
Viviani looks to have things in control. He's got teammates with him, and more importantly, he's got Sabatini, his faithful lead-out man, directly in front of him.
Inside the final 700 metres, Bob Jungels has done a big shift for Declining Quickstep. Now it's Groupama FDJ. Third man in line is Arnaud Demar. The Bora Hansgrohe squad have managed to bring Rudiger Selig is ready to launch. Pascal Ackermann bidding for a second successive stage win. The Dimension Data squad have got 3 riders in there, and they've got Nitzola to go for glory. They make the hard left turn. They own it. It is a nasty little one. Then they go right. This is going to stretch it then. Pascal Ackermann in prime position. He's ready to pick up from the wheel of Arnaud Demar. Elia Viviani finds himself in about 7th, 8th position. Chibolai is there or thereabouts as well. Selig launches to try and put Ackermann into perfect and prime position. Viviani has managed to move up. Viviani picks up the wheel of Pascal Ackermann. Ackermann goes for glory. Demar's going to try and pick up off the other wheels, but it's Ackermann with Viviani coming. Viviani going for glory. Viviani and Demar. Viviani to the line. Viviani gets it. The Italian champion has won stage 3 of Giro d'Italia. Elia Viviani of Declining Quickstep timed his run to absolute perfection. He knew he'd need teammates. He got the assistance, he got the help, and he produced the perfect sprint to take glory on stage 3 of Giro d'Italia. Well, there you have it. Absolutely sensational conclusion to today's activities. Fernando Gaviria has been announced as the winner of stage 3 ahead of Arnaud Demar, Pascal Ackermann, Moschetti and the rest, following the disqualification of Elia Viviani. Certainly did move across the road a little bit. How much did that affect Moschetti? How much did that influence the final result? Here's confirmation of the stage results. Gaviria gets the win ahead of Arnaud Demar, Pascal Ackermann. Moschetti promoted to 4th ahead of Nitsola, Marechko, Chimolai, Belletti, Kines and Modolo.